See, sometimes relationships, they can go the way that you want them to go. But my thing is, a lot of the bad that happens in relationships be a lot of our fault. See, we bypass all the red flags because we love somebody. So we allow, people to cheat, people to lie, people to do scandalous things because we love them. And we take them back time and time again. And then we get mad when they lie, when they cheat, when they do outlandish stuff because you allow it. You allow it. It's your fault. If that man or woman constantly cheating and you constantly taking them back, you deserve everything that you get. Why? Because you take them back, knowing they're going to do the same exact thing. They're going to apologize. They're going to be chill for a couple of weeks, a couple of days, and then they'll be right back doing the same thing that you just got done being mad and upset and talking about you're done for. So if you're not going to put your foot down, then you deserve everything that you get. Oh, don't worry. I'll explain all that later. Y'all already know what it is. Let's start the show.
Ever been left speechless by the ridiculousness of modern dating? Or maybe you're more old school. Yeah, like seriously, what were we thinking with those pickup lines in the 90s? This is I'll Explain All This Later, the podcast where we dissect the crazy world of relationships. From dating app disasters to in-law interventions, we'll cover it all. Now, some of our takes might be a little hot, but hey, that's what you get when you press play and tune in. We'll explain the logic behind it all. Eventually. Anyway, let's dive in. Here are your hosts, Big Smash, Nira Muhammad, and Rose Gold.
Tonight's episode is a little different. It's just me tonight. Shout out to my two lovely co-hosts, Miss Nira, Miss Rose. Tonight, it's a little different. We're talking about trust issues. And I had it in my mind that this episode was going to be just me anyway. Throughout this season, you will probably get 2 or 3 of these where it's just me. And I think it's just built differently that way. It's built differently. This topic hits close to home because I can relate to it. I've had trust issues my whole entire life. I opened the show up and I said that you deserve everything you get if you don't stand for the values and the standards of a relationship. And that's real talk. And I did my dirt, and I dealt with people who allowed me to do my dirt and still stayed. And they went through the theatrics of, I'm going to leave if you don't change. I'm going to leave. Or they'll leave for a little while, and then eventually they'll come crawling back, per se. Or I'll come crawling back, per se. So I think with trust issues, the reason why I said what I said at the beginning, because I meant that. If you allow somebody to continue to walk over you, if you allow someone to keep showing you that you're not good enough by lying, by cheating, by disrespecting you, by making you feel guilty for why they do the things that they do, you deserve the outcome of that. And I know it's hard because sex can change it and cloud your judgment. Them telling you they love you can cloud your judgment. Them buying you gifts can cloud your judgment. Who they used to be can cloud your judgment. So I get it. I dealt with women pretty much all my life that needed me. That was my type. I wanted to be with someone who I knew that I could get over on. Like, literally. I could talk to you any kind of way. I could walk over you. I could treat you any kind of way. I can come in when I want to. I could do what I want to because I paid the bills. I took care of the children. I took care of you. So in hindsight, I felt like, yeah, I got this under wraps. You know what I'm saying? This is all me. However I do this is you need me. I don't need you. Deep inside, I needed whoever I was dealing with. It hurt the heart when they wasn't near me or they wasn't around me. On the outside, oh no, I don't need you, baby. I got plenty just like you. They coming left and right. I got you. It be like that. And it's crazy. But I think I've done enough rambling as we dive into this topic. I appreciate you all for coming on and jumping in tonight and tapping in with Big Smash tonight as we bring you guys episode 4 of the I'll Explain All This Later podcast. This is not going to be your regular show tonight, like I said, in case you missed it, or you went to go grab popcorn or something and you missed it. Tonight's episode is just me. All right. Tonight's episode, trust issues. The topic, building trust. The scenario, your partner seems secretive with their phone and social media accounts. I take you on a little journey of Big Smash real quick. I was a very known serial cheater. I was very blatant with my cheating and my manipulation and my nonchalant ways. I was very out there. I was in your face about it. And again, like I said, I felt like I could. If you allowed me to constantly walk over you, I was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was a cheater. I was a liar. And I would say that karma is a mother sucker. Okay. Karma don't miss, karma don't play. And all my life I had treated women as if I didn't care until I ran into someone that I actually cared about. And they definitely, handed me all the karma that, I felt like I didn't deserve, but I actually did deserve it. So you got a partner that's being secretive with their phone and social media. I'm like that. I used to sleep with my phone. You know what I'm saying? My phone under my pillow. I take my phone to the bathroom. I take my phone to the living room. I take my phone to be on my lap if I'm playing the video game. Or, you know what I'm saying? I slept with my phone. Shit, every chance I got, wherever I went, I don't care if my phone was on 2% and it was on the charger. If I'm walking out the room, it's coming with me. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. I'm taking it with me. I didn't feel bad about it because I felt like, man, like whatever's in this phone is me. You know what I'm saying? It's my home away from home type of thing. I didn't have any remorse about being secretive. I felt like, you know how that saying goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, shit, what happens in my phone stays in my phone type of thing. That's the type of time I was on. Here's the thing. It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun. So when I started dealing with women who were being secretive with their phone, oh man, no, who you talking to? What you got going on? What you doing? Things like that. I've never been big on going through women's phone, but I have done it. So it's a real turn of events when your partner is doing it to you. See, it's all fun and games when you're doing it and your partner is being loyal and your partner is being faithful and your partner is being trusting. It's all fun. It's all fun. But then it isn't fun when they're doing it in return. I went through a chick phone one time and I saw a video of her engaging in a sexual act and I damn near lost it. My heart nearly popped up out my chest, bro, because you don't think that your partner be on these type of things with other people, but you gotta always have it in the back of your mind that it is very much a possibility. So I learned a valuable lesson that day. I learned not to go through a woman's phone because you're liable to find something that you wish you hadn't found. And it was one of those things, it was heart shattering, but then, after talking to her, because I was upset, she made it clear that, yeah, I went through your phone. I seen the stuff you was on. So it's truly different when women and men play tit for tat. It hurt. I think with relationships, you got to understand there has to be a body embodiment of trust. We have to trust each other. Otherwise, we're just two people who don't trust each other, who are constantly lying to each other to avoid getting hurt, who are constantly disrespecting each other, who are constantly breaking each other because they don't trust each other. And how can your love grow in a flower pot of lies, deceit, intuition, and disrespect, disloyalty, unfaithfulness? And you can't say you're committed because neither one of y'all trust each other. So you're going through these spaces where you're just biding time. I think you should definitely not go through each other's phones, but have enough trust in each other that I don't have no secrets. Ain't nothing funny going on in my phone. I think there are times where, yeah, you should be able to trust your partner. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to answer each other's phones if you're away from the phone. You shouldn't have to take your phone everywhere you go. You shouldn't have to hide your phone while you're sleeping at night. You shouldn't have to be like, oh, well, my phone is dead right now, so you can't use it, blah, blah, blah. None of that. That shit weak, straight up. And you speaking to a man who I had all the secret apps. I had all the secret apps. I had all the passcodes. I had to keep safe. And, I hid a lot of my little sneaky, freaky videos that I created with other women in Google Drive and Dropbox and all that. I had all the secrets. I knew all the secret apps. I knew all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I knew those things. I knew how to use those things to a T. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, it becomes another full-time job. It becomes a full-time job for her because she constantly got to investigate your phone and your emails and things like that. And it becomes a job for you because you have to constantly hide this stuff. You have to constantly move this stuff around and delete text messages and delete the deletes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It becomes a full-time job, a game of cat and mouse, catch a cheater. You know what I'm saying? And for a cheater, it's to not get caught. So you go through these moments and you go through these things and you're sitting here and you're just wondering, like, is it really worth it? 24 hours you on alert, 24 hours you watching everything. They move close to you, you hiding your phone. They move close to you, you putting it down. You turning your phone over. You turn your phone over, and now all of a sudden you gotta hide your phone and you gotta put it face forward down and all this stuff, because I guess the thrill of getting caught isn't that exciting. So you have to do all these things, and you have to maneuver and move stuff around, and it becomes a hassle in itself because trust is a big thing. I want you to trust me. That's the reason why we in this relationship. I want you to trust me and I want to trust you. I want us to work. So in order for that, there has to be a strong gain of trust. If you are my lady, and I know that you are my lady, and I know that you're with me, here, take my phone. Here you go. Because I have nothing to hide. And whatever's in there is just in there. It's not something, I feel like I should hide. At this point in my life, I feel like whatever's in my phone is in my phone. I'm 38. When I was 21, 22, nah, you're not getting my phone. Hell, when I was 32, nah, you're not getting my phone. I ain't finna do all that. You know what I'm saying? At 34, 35, I was still deleting messages and deleting pictures and deleting Messenger. You know what I'm saying? Just so calls wouldn't come through or texts wouldn't come through off Messenger. I erase apps and all that shit and then re-download them when I left from wherever I was at. After a while, it didn't become fun for me because, again, this is like another full-time job. I gotta constantly cover my tracks. And I know I'm out here living foul. I know I'm out here doing dirt. I know I'm out here living bogus. But the fact of the matter is that even though I knew I was doing all those things, you still were going to take me back. So I felt untouchable. I felt like Bumpy Johnson at one point. I felt untouchable. Like if I'm a cheat, you're going to be mad, break my stuff, curse me out, withhold sex. But the thing about it is you still going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just came off the classification of women that I dealt with. You know what I'm saying? I needed you to need me. I didn't care if you wanted me or not, long as you needed me, because I felt like a need was that much stronger at the time. So I felt like, man, I could do whatever I wanted to do. And I had a lot of trust issues because if I accused you of cheating, 9 times out of 10, it's because I was cheating and I was trying to throw your sin off. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to put the spotlight on you. And lo and behold, I was cheating my ass off. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't too much care if you trusted me because I know that I was living foul. I think I just really wanted you to know, to see if I could trust you. Because if I could trust you while I was out here doing dirt, then, you know what I'm saying, you were a keeper. I want to keep you around. Even though I know I'm living foul, you were still staying true. So you were somebody that I needed in my life. And I think that's how I ended up getting married. She was a good woman until she wasn't. So, you know, and vice versa. I'm not throwing blame or nothing like that. I just feel like, you know, trust goes on both sides. It works on both sides. And, you know, if I'm living foul and you live in foul, then how much trust did we really have to begin with, you know? And I think it was just one of those things. It was one of those things where I had to evolve a little bit because I was in a relationship with someone that did not trust me. And at the same time, I did not trust them. And it had more to do than going through phones and hiding shit on social media and things like that. It was a little bit deeper than that. Like trust issues was, damn, I can't even, you know, sleep. I got to sleep with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? I got to watch everything that I do. You know, I got to watch what you cooking. I got to watch my valuables around you because they might end up being damaged off something that you thought I did or didn't do. Or it was a lot of things. You know, I've had that in a lot of my relationships. I was very untrustworthy, but my game was so cold. You would think that I was super trustworthy, and I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie. I was a cheater, dog. Listen, I had the cheating game down pat. Like, you wasn't gonna catch me cheating. You wasn't gonna catch me up. I was smooth. You know what I'm saying? I work nights. So and a lot of women that I dealt with work days. So from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I was cheating. I was cheating. I was cheating. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And by 4:30, 4 o'clock, you gotta go. And I'm vacuuming my sheets, you know what I'm saying, for hair and things like that. I'm vacuuming my sheets. I had already did laundry. So if I had, dirty laundry that needed to be done, it was already done before, she walked through the door. So it was just like laundry was already just being done. But low key, I was getting rid of sheets, everything, whatever was wet, whatever. I had all that shit down to a science. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't gonna catch me up. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. I got cameras around my house. So if I was cheating and you had access to the cameras, I dislodge the cameras and act like, the battery died or some shit. Like, I was cold with the cheating shit. I was smooth. But like I said earlier, when I opened this show, I said that everything that you allow somebody to do, if you allow somebody to fuck you over, then you deserve everything that comes with that. And I think I started dealing with women who got tired of being lied to, who got tired of being cheated on, who got tired of, being disrespected. Like, they would try to go through my phone late at night when I was asleep because it would be under me, and they'd try to, get it that way. It got to the point where if I'm in the car with you, I'm going to disconnect the Bluetooth because I didn't need no calls or nothing coming through. You want to listen to the music now, baby? Go ahead and hook your phone up. Do your thing. I think it was just one of them things, man, where Jay-Z once said, I know the way that a nigga living was whack, but you don't get a nigga back like that. And it was all fun and games, like I said, until, I felt like, yeah, these women are going to take me back. They're going to take me back. They're going to take me back because they need me. They'll never find another big smash. They need me. And then these women start cheating back. And I ain't going to lie to you, going through that phone kind of changed my way of thinking about women, because you be thinking that you have the most loyalest, funnest, lovingest, respectful women around you. And man, they got a whole nother life that you don't even really know about. Scary hours. I think trust is something that you can't play 1 foot in and 1 foot out with. With trust, it's either in you or it's not. Okay? You either trust or you don't. It ain't a halfway, oh, well, I trust you, but nah, with trust, you have to have it. Okay? I can't see myself fully being with you and committing myself to you and giving you everything I got if you don't trust me. You tell me every day, my gut telling me you cheating on me. My intuition telling me you cheating on me. I went on your social media and I seen all them comments with them girls. I think you cheating on me. If you constantly doing that, we ain't gonna work. Straight up. If we constantly got to do that, if you constantly got to play detective behind me, we are not going to work, And one thing about me, I've always put into perspective of we got to do this, because if we ain't doing this, then we're going to lose. We're going to fail. And I don't want to fail. I want to always be able to put my best foot forward and step up and do the right things. So that's always been my goal. That's always been my dream, is to do the right thing when it came to relationships. Sometimes it just didn't work out. I always wanted to do the right thing, like I said. And sometimes it was tough. I think it was based off, I had women that I really cared about, and I got my heart broke. So in hindsight, we always get around and say, oh, well, yeah, that turned me into a monster. Nah, I don't think getting your heart broke, it does turn you into something different, but everybody has a choice. Like, you have a choice. You have a decision to make. You have a decision to make. It's not about right or wrong. It's about, all right, what is this going to do to my family? What is this going to do to her? What is this going to do to me? See, a lot of times I was just out here cheating and thinking I was the man and thinking I was feeling good. But a lot of that times it was like, all right, man, once I got what I came for, it was back to reality. Like, damn, I just fucked up. Like, I came over here and I did all this, and it wasn't even worth it. And now you feeling bad. And on the flip note, you're not feeling bad because that person is not going to leave, male or female. That person is not going to leave. And then now it's like, all right, well, she stayed, he stayed. So I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep getting away with it. So I might as well do my thing. So I might as well keep going. So sometimes either cheating is gonna make you or it's gonna break. It's gonna make you realize that, damn, I screwed up. I need to get my shit together. Or it's gonna make you feel like, yo, I'm the man. They ain't never gonna leave. I could do this and get away with it. I can ride, I can jump, I could do whatever it is, I'ma do it because they stayed. They said they ain't going nowhere. They forever gonna be with me. One of the biggest mistakes that I ever made was thinking that just because we married, you forever gonna be here no matter what. That was a mistake. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really thought, marriage was for better or for worse, to have and to hold till death do us part. I really thought those things. And that was part of the reason why I turned up the way that I turned up, because I felt like, yo, no matter what, you gonna be here until you wasn't. I don't know. It bothered me so much that, my vision of marriage was a lot different than what I expected it to be. And it was a lot different than what it actually was. So I had trust issues from that. Like I had trust issues from just thinking about what they told us marriage was. The movies, the TV shows, the family, people around me. I had real bad trust issues with them because I felt like, yo, you motherfuckers lied. My marriage wasn't shit like what they described it to be. Like my marriage was the total opposite. My marriage was hell a lot of the days that I was married. I ain't being disrespectful, but I'm saying I had some good days. My trust about marriage was broken by the people around me. Like, yeah, I really thought, but then I had to think about it like what worked for them is what worked for them. That's what worked for them. I didn't find what worked for me because I guess I wasn't really interested. I had trust issues. I was battered. I was broken. I broke. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and act like, I gave marriage a real fair chance, because I didn't. Man, my marriage was doomed for the start. Straight up. I ain't gonna lie. I was cheating before I got married. And again, having that complex of, well, I'll take that back. We both was cheating. We both had mine was a little bit more than hers, but we both had bouts with infidelity or unfaithfulness or conversing with other people, however you want to call it. And so, like I said earlier, we still got married, even with all the bullshit. So, like I said, when I open up the show, when you decide to stay with someone after all the hurt, after all the pain, after all the bullshit, you deserve everything that come with that. Because you had a chance to walk away. You had a chance to turn the other cheek and move on with your life. Forgive and forget, but still move on. But no, you decided, hey, my love is worth it. They're worth it. I'm going to stay and we're going to get through this. So you deserve everything that come with it, good or bad. You stayed, right? You didn't leave. So when all this bad shit started happening to me in relationships, and I'm talking with my children's mothers, I'm talking in marriage, I'm talking with my exes, when they start getting they lick back, I couldn't do shit but honor it, because I was out here living so foul. There was a lot of times that people had moved on and I really didn't care. Like, I didn't give a damn. Go ahead. Move on. Go. And when they fuck you over, please don't try to cross that bridge with me again, because it'll never work. Without trust, your relationship is dead. Okay? Trust is important for security. All right? Trust allows you to feel safe. It allows you to feel secure with your partner. You know that you can rely on them and that they have your back and you have their back. Security, you don't have security if you don't have trust. Honesty. Trust fosters up that open communication, and honesty. You can be vulnerable with your partner without fear of judgment. I trust that whatever I tell you, you're not going to throw it in my face in an argument. You're going to stand by me. You're going to stand with me. We're going to get through it because I trust you with my words and my thoughts and my dreams and my goals and my past and trauma and everything else that I went through in my life. I trust you that you're not going to use it against me. Without trust, honesty is not a thing of work. Happiness. I can't trust you. I'm not happy. Plain and simple. I'm not happy. What's a happy situation without trust? And then what's a trustful situation without happiness? If I'm not happy, I can't trust you. There's constant undercurrent of doubt and suspicion. I'm always thinking that you cheating. You always thinking that I'm cheating. I'm always thinking you lying and you playing games, which is going to set me off and make me start lying and playing games. So I need to be happy. This can make it difficult. I can't relax. I can't focus. I can't get my life on track because I keep worrying about what you're doing. I'm calling you every 5 minutes. I'm texting you every 5 minutes. I'm checking gas mileage. I'm checking, for niggas' hairs on the bed and shit. I got a blue light and I'm checking for stains and shit that I know didn't come from me just because you got me on edge, and vice versa, because women do it too. A relationship without trust, let me tell you what that looks like. Constant questioning. All right. Constantly checking up on your partner, checking in on your partner, blowing them up every 5 minutes, just constantly not having a life, not trying to do nothing because you're afraid that if you go out and do something, they gonna go cheat, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. And now you live in a watchful eye. They're under a microscope. Nobody wants to be like that. It's not fun. Arguments. Y'all arguing all day. Y'all into it all day. Y'all fighting over the littlest shit. Why you can't find a fucking remote? Why you got the TV so loud? Just little nitpicking shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you chewing like that? It becomes a point of the arguments start getting worse and worse because y'all don't have no trust. Y'all don't have no faith in each other. Y'all don't have no understanding of each other. So everything you do annoys me. Everything that I do annoys you. Shit, we ain't got nothing to work for because we always arguing. Where's the fun at? Where's the loving at? Where's the sex at? It ain't there because we're arguing. Distance. Oh man, trust will make you pull yourself away from people that you need to be close to, people that you desire to be close to. Not having trust will definitely cause some distance, and it will definitely cause a wandering eye. Okay, I'm a witness to that. Jealousy. You'll definitely become possessive. You'll definitely become of your partner, even without a real reason. Nah, you can't go outside. Nah, you can't go hang out with your friends. Nah, get off that phone and come chill with me. Go do this, go do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant ego jealousy thing going on, and you don't even know how it got started. But this is what happens when you don't have trust. You know what I'm saying? Can a relationship without trust be saved? It depends. It depends on the reasons for the trust issues and whether both partners are willing to work on said trust issues. You got to rebuild trust. Once it's broken, I'm not going to sit here and tell you can't get it back. You can, but it's going to take a lot of work on both sides. On both sides, both parties got to be willing and wanting and desiring to work it out. If both sides are not into it, it will not work. Both of us have to be into it in order for it to work. If you're in a relationship without trust, it is important to consider your options. All right. Can the trust be rebuilt? Can you be happy again? Is it time to move on? Do you want to move on? If you do move on, can you stay moved on? These are a lot of things you got to ask yourself. You got to figure it out. And, it's not something that you can rush. You can't rush that process. You cannot rush that process. You cannot rush that process of rebuilding trust once it's broken. You have to move at a pace that's conducive to both sides. Because if one side is trying to move faster than the other one and the other one is dragging behind, it'll never work. A relationship with trust is a safe haven, a place of comfort and security. I need all of that. I need all of that if I'm going to really dedicate and commit myself to you. I need all of that. It's like having a sturdy bridge you can confidently walk across. I don't want to walk on no shaky bridge. I don't want to walk on no broken bridge. I don't want to walk where I got to turn around and find a different direction. Bridges are meant to go straight. They're not meant to turn and do all of that. They're meant to go straight. My goal with you is to go straight. And if we don't have that, then we're failing. And all the bridge is going to crumble. It's going to crumble early. I ain't going to lie to you. It builds up the intimacy. Trust allows you to be vulnerable and open with your partner. Deepening. It allows you to be open with your partner, deepening your connection. You can share your thoughts and feelings, again, without fear, without judgment, without doubt. Like, I'm trusting you to get inside of my brain and my mind. I'm trusting you to be my safe space. This is where the trust comes in at. Support. I trust that you're going to back me up. I trust that you have my back. I trust that you're going to hold me down when I falter and you're not going to kick me when I'm down. I trust that. Freedom. I love you. I love being with you. I don't have to be around you 24/7 and you still know that I got you. I'm still here. I'm still rocking with you. I still believe in you. I still support you. And you can believe that. You ain't got to worry about hearing my name in the streets. You ain't got to worry about no chick showing up at the door talking about he's my baby's daddy and all that other shit. You ain't got to worry about that because we got trust in each other. Straight up. I don't care if you walked in the room and seen me with 10 women. Trust that I made the right decision, and them 10 women are just there, not getting paid attention to because you trust me, and I don't want to break that trust. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to break that trust. I want you to hold me down, and I'm going to hold you down no matter whether we're together or not, in the same room or not. Trust is when you turn your back and I turn my back, I'm still the same. I'm loyal even when your back is turned. Real talk. You get growth. You get joy. You get all these things from being trusted, and trust issues are going to come up, obviously, because what relationship is perfect? None of them. Things of trust, that's trusting. Your partner forgets to call when they said they would, but you trust they had a good reason and they'll explain it later. I'll explain all this later on all platforms right now. You leave your belongings unattended, your phone, your Facebook, your wallet. Whatever else you leave it unattended around your partner. You leave $1 million on the bed and you come back and ain't a dollar missing. That is trust. That is trust in that relationship. You need that. You need that. I need you to trust me. You know what I'm saying? I need you to trust that. You know what I'm saying? I left the money on the dresser on purpose and I came back and it was still there. Baby, you ain't touch it. Baby, you the one. You feel comfortable confiding in your deepest fears. Baby, I'm afraid of heights. You know what I'm saying? And I trust, like, yeah, you ain't going to throw that shit in my face. You going to help me face that fear. You going to help me get over that fear. You know what I'm saying? Just little simple shit like that. Building trust takes time and effort. All right? You ain't going to walk through the door and just trust this person automatically with your life. It ain't going to happen like that. It can. Love at first sight. Yeah. Trust at first sight. Yeah. I've seen it. I've done it. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Listen, celebrate the victories, weather the storms, and grow together as a couple. And trust issues is just a footnote into what y'all really can be. Like I said earlier, though, if you ain't putting your foot down, if you ain't standing for something, you're going to fall for anything. And that's real talk. I leave y'all with this closing thought. The foundation of a healthy relationship is trust. I want to build with you. I want to grow with you. We ain't going to be able to do it. If we can't do it together, then I don't want to do it. I can't be in something where I can just trust you and you don't trust me or vice versa. It'll never work. You can overcome trust issues by working together. Strong communication, standing together, not letting bullshit get in the way. And when you go through issues, you actually go through them. You don't try to go around them. Trust me, I know. Salute to everybody that came through and chopped it up with your boy Big Smash. Let me tell y'all something. I got two of the dopest hosts that a podcaster could ask for. And I am so grateful to be on this journey, and we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep rocking. Shout out to Miss Nira. Shout out to Miss Rose. Shout out to everybody that's supporting this, man. I love it. I love it. Keep going with y'all opinions and y'all thoughts, man. And we're going to continue to give y'all the best content that we can give y'all. Till next time. And there will be a next time. On the very next episode of I'll Explain All This Later, y'all know what we talking about? We talking about miscommunication, all right? That's the next episode. Episode 5 is coming up. We're going to be talking about miscommunication and how to effectively communicate. Y'all know how we coming. And, tap in. We're going to be back at y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is. You can find us on all platforms. I'll Explain All This Later podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Explanation Loading 2024. And you can catch us on Facebook at I'll Explain All This Later and YouTube, I'll Explain All This Later podcast. Now, tap in with us. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Y'all already know what it is. I'm out.
Thanks for listening to I'll Explain All This Later. Please like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And join us again next time for more outlandish takes on relationships and the dating life.